Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Anyway, I got a word for y'all today. So, a memory had popped up for me. Well, I know this sun is about to make. Ooh. Anyway, okay. So, yesterday I came across like a really old memory. And I was just thinking about like mentally where I was at in that moment when, I took that picture. So I just want to say this, like, we think stuff is like super far away from having, and we think that, sometimes things do take a longer time than usual. But stick with it. Like, this is when I had first started like just reprogramming my mind and saying my affirmations, and at the time I really didn't think what I was doing would just have such a tremendous like change over my overall life and just like how I view things. So I say that to say this: the sooner you start, the better. Like, don't slack off. Like, in that time, like, I wasn't slacking off. Like, I was making sure that I was saying my affirmations every day, and I was really into reprogramming my mind and just changing how I looked at life and how I wanted my life to be for me, even though it was unconventional and it may not have, been what, the outside world wanted it to be. But whatever you see for your life, even if it seems crazy as hell to other people, like, keep going, keep believing. Whatever you're trying to shift in your mind, whatever old habits you're trying to leave behind, like, I can say the things that I worked so hard on before, I am completely free from those things that I was working so hard on changing and just really being diligent about it. So anyway, I just want to say that whatever work you're doing on yourself today, that you're trying to improve your life, that you're doing to improve your life and just improve your well-being and just your overall just mind and just everything around you, just because you don't see it happening overnight does not mean that it's not happening. Just because you don't see it happening in 3 months, 4 months does not mean that things are not changing for you. Internally, things are changing. Give it time, because when I look back, like, I was thinking like, okay, this, I don't know, like, having a lot of doubts, but at the same time, I really just kept going. I really just kept shifting, and everything that I did in those moments, even though I wasn't seeing a return on investment, I still kept working on myself. I still kept changing the way I talk to myself. I still kept doing my affirmations. I still kept cutting bad habits, people, and just things out of my life that I knew were not serving me. So anyway, whatever you're doing, and I'm gonna say this too, even if you fall back, because sometimes we do fall in those places like, dang, I came so far, like, why would I do this again? Don't beat yourself up. Sometimes we fall back into those places, and it's just tests to see how strong you are and how much you've learned to know, like, okay, I'm better than this. Like, I know I can do better. I know that everything that I'm doing is worth something, and I don't want to settle for that, because I already know that's going, the same cycle. So anyway, stick with it, y'all. Stick with it. And that's all. I love y'all. Have a good day.